Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today we're going to be talking about the most popular books on my TBR. These are books that I physically own that I haven't read yet that have the highest number of ratings on Goodreads. I've seen a few other people do this before. I don't remember where I first saw it. I don't know who started doing this because this is not my own original idea. So if I find out who that is, I'll leave them linked in the description. You can check out their video where they decided to do this first. But I scrolled through my TBR shelf on Goodreads. Some of those books are books that I own, some are ones that I still haven't bought yet. So I limited it to the ones that I physically own right now, and let's go through them. The fifth most popular book on my TBR with over 318,000 ratings is The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. This is the second book in the Kingkiller Chronicle, which I did read the first one. That was a couple of years ago now, and it's taken me a really long time to pick up the second one. I did like the first one when I read that one. I read it in a buddy group, so I was chatting with people while we were reading it, and we were all pretty much enjoying it, so I had a fun time while reading that one, but I haven't ever picked this one up because that's a lie. I have picked this one up. I started it and never continued. I made it 38 pages, but I never continued it because the third book hasn't come out and I have no idea if it's ever gonna come out, and I don't want to get reinvested in the world and have to go back and reread all the books so that I can read the third one. So I've put this one on the back burner for now. I know tons of people obviously love this book because it has a very high rating on Goodreads and tons of people have read it, but I don't know if I want to pick it up and then have to go back and refresh my memory. I have the novella that happens after this book as well, so maybe I should just go ahead and read it and just hope that Patrick Rothfuss comes out with the next book soon. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have read this one and if I need to just pick it up and read it and then reread it later. I don't know. If you guys don't know, the Kingkiller Chronicle is about this guy named Quoth. The book is told by Quoth as an older man to a chronicler. So he's an old man, he's working at an inn that he owns, and this chronicler tracks him down and wants to know his story. Quoth eventually gives in and decides to tell him his story in 3 parts. Each book is one part of his story told on a different day, so his story takes 3 days to tell. The first book is all about him as a child. He grows up in this caravan-like environment, and then he wants to go to this magic school. Then there's some drama with that and all of that. I don't really know what stage of his life this one is about, because I haven't read it yet. The fourth most popular book on my TBR is the first book in the Foundation trilogy by Isaac Asimov, Foundation. This one has over 327,000 ratings. I've actually owned this copy of it for a while. I wanted this one because I thought it was really gorgeous. I actually have 2 copies of the Foundation trilogy. I also have this really old edition that my dad bought me a while back. He thought that I would really enjoy it. I didn't even ask for the Foundation trilogy. It's just something that I've had in the back of my mind that I wanted to read eventually because I want to read some of the classic SFF. So he ended up getting me this, and then I was like, I actually want to read it out of this. I don't want to read out of this one because it's so old, so I'll end up unwrapping this and reading it eventually. I actually have no idea what this trilogy is about, and I don't really know what Foundation is about either, but I will read it eventually. Let me know if you guys have read this book and if you recommend it, so that maybe I'll have some more motivation to actually pick this one up. The third most rated book on my TBR is A Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin. This is the third book in A Song of Ice and Fire, the A Song of Ice and Fire series, aka A Game of Thrones. I actually did start this one at one point. I made it 274 pages in, but then I DNF'd it for the time being because I was really bored. People say this is their favorite one in the whole series, and nothing has happened really. I read the first 274 pages years ago now, so I'd have to restart, which is something I really don't want to do. So I think I might check to see if my library has the audiobook, and I'll listen to this first portion on audiobook just to catch myself back up, and then decide if I want to continue and read it physically or continue to read it as an audiobook. But what's weird about this is that I really did enjoy the first 2 books. I loved them. I think I gave both of them 5 stars, and then this one, I couldn't make it past 274 pages, so I don't know what that's about. Let me know if I should restart this one and try to make it through, because I do want to know. I've never watched the TV show. Actually, I've watched the first like 5 episodes of the first season, and I have been spoiled for certain things, but is it really a spoiler because everyone in the series dies? So I don't know if I should just give up and just never read it, or if I should give it another go. With just under 597,000 ratings, the next book is The Martian by Andy Weir. I got this book in anticipation for the movie coming out, which, what was that, 2 years ago now? I'm so far behind. I wanted to read the book before the movie came out, but then the movie came out and I hadn't read it. I never saw the movie. I have watched little pieces of the movie because my family was watching it and I didn't want to watch it because I still want to read the book. I have been spoiled a little bit for the ending, so I don't know if I should just read the audiobook, get rid of the physical book, and move on, or just watch the movie and move on. I've heard that it's one of those things that the movie stays pretty close to the book, so you don't have to experience both. I've seen some people just recommend watching the movie and not even reading the book. So let me know your opinion. Do I just give up on the book? I haven't even tried to read it. I bet you I would really enjoy it, but maybe I should just forego this one and watch the movie instead and experience the story that way because I heard it's really good. I don't know. If you guys don't know, this one is about this guy who's on a mission to Mars and they end up leaving him behind, and they thought that he was doomed and that he would die, but he survived, and now he's stuck on Mars and he has to try to survive on Mars for as long as he can in hopes that maybe someone will realize that he's still alive and come rescue him, or I don't really know. But I just know it's him versus surviving on Mars where there's very little water and no natural food. I don't know. A lot of these have been like, I don't know if I actually want to read them or not, which is kind of strange because so many people have read these. The most rated book on my TBR that I currently own is The Golden Compass, the first book in his Dark Materials by Philip Pullman, aka the Amber Spyglass, I think is what it's called everywhere else. In his Dark Materials, it follows this girl named Lyra, and she has this ability to use this Amber Spyglass, Golden Compass, which is a rare ability, I guess, in this world. They also have familiars that run around with them. It's like their consciouses outside of their body that are called demons. I watched the movie a while back. I don't know when that was, but I've heard it is absolutely terrible compared to the book. So this is one that I do actually really want to read, especially because I want to see how Philip Pullman treats religion, because I've heard he's like the opposite of C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis is very religious, and Philip Pullman's like anti-religion, is what I've heard. On my Cosmere book tag, one of the questions was, what's a series continuation that you didn't like? Someone said that they didn't like any of the books past the first one. At least I'm really looking forward to reading the first one. The Golden Compass has over 1,069,000 ratings. So those are the top 5 most rated books on my physical TBR. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what are the most rated books on your TBRs. Do you have any opinion on the ones that I just showed in this video? Let me know which ones I should read sooner rather than later, which ones you've read and really enjoyed. Help me decide if I actually want to read these or not, because a lot of them I was on the fence about. Help me out. If you guys are interested in seeing the lowest rated books on my TBR, let me know that as well, because that's something that I can do. Anything else you want me to know, leave it down below, and I will talk to you guys next time.